ago, I started getting emails to the Convention of States, and I had read the Constitution a number of times, just like I've read the Bible, and I really didn't pay that much attention to Article 5. You read over it like you do a verse of Scripture, until one day I read it and I began to read these emails, and that Article 5 jumped out, and I said, hey, that's it. That is the answer that the founders gave us to fix this problem we're in. And we do have a problem. We're in a financial crisis, we're in a regulatory crisis, and we're not only in we're in a crisis where the federal government has been handing down mandates, unfunded mandates, and really turning our states into, they've taken away our sovereignty, they've taken away our self-government, they've turned our states into really regional agencies just to distribute the money. And we need to bring that back, because the founders never intended for it to be that way. Their intent was for the states to have the control and the power. The federal government was limited. Every time it's mentioned in the Constitution, they had limited, and yet we have just switched it. And now we've got $20 trillion worth of debt, $140 trillion worth of unfunded liabilities. There's not enough money in the United States if they confiscated everything you have, every person, to pay that back. And I just read the other day, last week, where the regulations that Obama put in place since he's been in office have added up to more than $700 billion on small business here in the United States, just the regulations he's put in place. Congress is out of control. Now, you're either going to trust Congress or you're going to trust your states, your people in your states. That's exactly, and I think the key to this is educating people, because the majority of people I talk to have no, even legislators, once they realize what the process is and how the process works, and that there's a precedent. There was a precedent before the Constitutional Convention. There was interstate conventions all through 13 states. So we have a precedent of how this thing works. And as a person who went to Williamsburg and participated in the mock simulation of all 50 states with 150 legislators from 50 states, and saw how smoothly and how well that worked, Democrats, Republicans, Independents, I said, this is it. This is the answer to getting our country back from the federal government. And you know, ladies and gentlemen, we are close to tyranny in this country.
That's right.
And most people don't realize it, because it's like sin. It creeps into your life so slowly sometimes until it overwhelms you and takes you down. You don't realize it. But we have got to bring this back. And I just want to tell you what an honor it is for me to carry this bill in the state Senate. And my goal is to beat Texas. Not only
Hallelujah! Hallelujah!
So that's all I have. If any of you, if you have any questions for me, I'm on. You have my email, my phone number. I'll be glad to give it to you.
What can we do for you?
Pray.
Yes,
Amen. That's true.
Pray.
I'm serious.
Absolutely.
Pray, because the more I read the Constitution, the more I'm become aware of the brilliance. But I don't think it was all brilliance. I think that these men were inspired much like the writers of the Bible were inspired. I think God had
a plan.
In the Constitution, because there's not enough documents like it on the face of the earth.
Nope.
Not enough government documents like it on the face of the earth. We are a unique people. God set us apart.
That's right.
Which other senators? Which other senators do we have the most chance of influencing in the right direction?
What are the senators?
All of them.
All of
Well,
them. Your decision.
I've talked to a number who use that same argument that there's a possibility of a runaway convention. And once you explain to them that it takes 34 states to call a convention, and 38 to ratify the amendments that are proposed, that virtually eliminates. It makes zero possible. 38 states are not going to let a rogue amendment pass. It's impossible. Even you got blue states, red states. So that runaway convention myth will not fly. And that is something that has been spread for 200 years.
To stop us from doing something.
So you got to debunk that right off the start. Once you do and you explain to these other legislators how it works, hey, they say, well, I never looked at it. So it's just, the brilliance of our framers. It amazes me every day I read that document. So, call them all. Call your legislators. Call your senators and your state reps. Tell them how you feel, because it was those emails I got on my iPad that started opening my eyes. And for years, I had passed Article 5 up. Didn't realize it was there, but they knew there would come a day. The founders knew there would come a day, much like the day in which we live, when we were going to need that.
Yep.
Just like we witnessed their brilliance on November when they started adding up those electoral college votes.
Yeah.
And I thought, how brilliant was that? I mean, where California, New York doesn't control the entire nation. And people like us that live in the rural areas that farm and produce, we have a say, and they knew that. So